Hello, this is a free call from an incarcerated individual at San Quentin State Prison in San Quentin. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept this free call, press 1.
Over the 4th of July weekend, tragedy struck the new Wilmington Arms Apartments in Compton during what was supposed to be a community celebration. Just after 11 p.m. on July 4th, gunfire erupted during a large gathering, and according to LA sheriffs, hundreds of people who were at the gathering, they were there when shots rang out, sending everyone running for cover. Unfortunately, 2 people lost their lives and several others were wounded. As of now, investigators have not announced any arrests, and the motive remains under investigation. Before we dive a little bit deeper into this incident, Ali, what are your general thoughts on the situation?
Well, first and foremost, I want to send mine out to the victims. It's always victims first on mine. So, I'm from South Central, but I have slid through Compton on a number of occasions. Obviously, not in the Wilmington Arms in recent times. My uncle from Watts used to live in there at one time. So as a kid, I did go up in there a couple times to visit uncle. But yeah, it's a reminder to me about high risk situations and the definition of age appropriate fun. So first and foremost, high risk situation. What is a high risk situation? This is a situation with highly predictable gang and gun violence can erupt in this area, at this function, at this gathering, right? That's a high risk situation for anybody, right? Whether you are involved in a gang and criminal lifestyle or you just a square. It don't matter. Bullets ain't got no names, right? Me personally, I'm not going into no high risk situation, period. I get it. I understand the allure, especially during summer. The girls are out, the girls are out, the fellas are out, the music is bumping, food is on the grill, drinks are flowing, smoke is in the air, the cameras are rolling. It's like being on a movie set, right? But one thing about LA, man, is, and I'm talking about all of LA, South Central, Compton, Watts, Long Beach, Pasadena, all of it. One thing about LA, man, is this city will rock you to sleep. And what I mean by that is that you will pull up somewhere and it won't look like a bad area, a bad place. It's not run down. It don't look like, the 1980s, 1970s, dilapidated real estate falling apart, gang graffiti all over the place. You'll be fooled. You'll be rocked straight to sleep and you're somewhere that's modest, middle class, and you'll be somewhere like the Wilmington Arms. If you ain't from around there and you don't know this, it's going to be troublesome for you. And if you are from around those parts, South Central, Pasadena, Compton, Watts, if you are from these parts and you're there, then be prepared. Because you know what it is, right? So, I got to always come back to that, avoid high risk situations. I get it. People say, well, anything can happen anywhere at any time, right? And this is true, but it's about predictability. How likely is it that something can pop off? Me personally, I was racking my brain today trying to remember a function where it didn't crack off, whether it was a fight, dudes fighting each other, females fighting each other, dudes fighting females, whether it was the homies fighting against some other people that showed up, whether it was weapons came out, Like it was always something. Before the night was over, something happened. I've come to realize that some be waiting for weeks, months, all year long to get to a function to stunt, to make their movie, right? That's part of being in those picnics, barbecues, lake excursions, and all of that. Anything can happen and is highly likely to happen. I don't think that people should, live their life in fear or, you know, try to just what you gonna do? You gonna just stay in the house? No, you gonna go out, but you gotta go somewhere where you can have some age appropriate fun without looking over your shoulder. I'm not going nowhere where I don't feel safe without my yaya on me. And since I ain't carrying no more, I'm not going. I'm never gonna depend on somebody else to protect me. I was never that kind of individual when I was living that life, so I'm damn sure not gonna become that kind of individual now that I no longer live that way. I'm not relying on nobody else to uh, save me when gunfire break out or somebody whipping out. No. And then there's this thing where social media, people are broadcasting the locations of these events all over the internet. There's so many people at these functions, you have no clue who's into it with who and why. You don't know who's broadcasting what. You don't know who's following it, but you're there. And innocence is not a security thing. What does that mean? Just because you're innocent, you're not involved in nothing, don't mean that you're safe in a high risk situation, in a high risk environment. You're not safe. That's not a safety blanket. Innocence will not protect you. So, you know, stay out of the high risk situation and figure out some age appropriate fun. What does that mean? The things that used to excite me as a child, 14-year-old, 16-year-old, that was fun then. At 50 years old, I'm looking for a different kind of fun. My fun, this is just for me, my fun cannot be the same fun from when I was a child because I'm a grown ass man doing grown man things. So age appropriate fun. I want to have fun. I want to see the girls. I want to see the cars. I want to see, hang out with some brothers. My people. Okay, I'll go do that in Cancun. I'll go do that in Rio. I'll go do that in Havana. I'll go do that in Rome and go have some age appropriate fun where I'm not worried about catching a straight bullet from somebody talking about they spinning the block, trying to air out the crowd or whatever the case might be. Somebody having a fight over a piece of chicken, whatever it is. Man, I've seen some crazy things happen at functions like when it's we don't even know why we fighting and why we busting until we get back, until it's over. And then you realize you did what? Oh, you just laugh it off. Not cool. Not cool. Definitely not for nobody that don't live that life. If you live that life, then hey, come with the territory. If that's how you want to go, that's what you want to do, that's what you want to be, so be it. But this is what happens. This is not an anomaly. This is a highly predictable event. And it's unfortunate that people are still losing their life in 2026 at what's supposed to be a community gathering. I'm good. I'm good.
The two victims have been identified by their families as Eric Washington and Mia. I'm going to probably mess up her name. My respects to her. Mia Bardanove Jenkins. Eric Washington was much more than just another victim of this violence. He was a respected community activist who had previously served as a field deputy for a California assembly member. Now, friends and family, they described him as someone who generally cared about helping others and making Compton a better place. He earned degrees in political science and public administration and dedicated his life to public service. The second victim, Mia Bordenave Jenkins, was a sophomore nursing student at UNLV with dreams of becoming a registered nurse. Her family says that she was compassionate, hardworking, and focused on building a future centered around helping people. She was pronounced dead at the scene, while Eric Washington later died at a local hospital. As the old cliche goes, Ali, bullets have no names, and it just stings a little more when innocent people like this are the victims of this type of situation. What are your thoughts about the victims being innocent bystanders?
I mean, this is our future generation that's getting knocked down, and we can't even explain or tell you why. These are the leaders of change today and tomorrow, getting sucked into things that have probably nothing to do with them. Right? I mean, I think we gotta protect our future leaders, our children. We gotta protect them. We gotta create safe and secure environments for them to hang out, have fun, go to barbecues and picnics. But this is, again, high risk situation, high risk environments. That's not it. I mean, I think we got to be brave enough to tell people that, hey, man, you might want to sit this one out. It get kind of down dirty around these parts. Especially during the summertime. One thing about the summertime, man, people got to take into consideration is that between May and August, you have all of these hood days in LA, in South Central anyway. The 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. These are some of the biggest organizations in the city who are out celebrating, cutting up, and acting a fool. Man, summer is super dangerous in LA. We got to take that into consideration. And it's just unfortunate, man. I don't want to see. I'm tired of these stories about somebody that was on the path to doing something good, not involved, and they get clipped. And I can talk about this because two of the people that was involved in the case that I got all these life sentences for were innocent bystanders. They were innocent bystanders. And they happened to be with a person that I was targeting. None of these people knew me. These people, they just going about, it was summertime. June 30th. Summertime. They going about their life, hanging out with somebody that's a high-risk person that's involved in gang and criminal lifestyle. And when our paths crossed, it was a disaster. I had no empathy, remorse, no feelings, no thought about the innocent bystanders that was out there that day. It was get my man. That's it. When you enter into an environment where people are swimming around like that, swimming around the park, swimming around the lake, swimming around wherever y'all at, you got people in the environment that think and operate like that, this is a high-risk situation. This is a dangerous situation. You got people that do not care about human life. I cannot allow myself or anyone that I love to be in an environment like that, knowing that I can't call you to it, I can't sing you to it, I'm not going to encourage you to it, I'm not going to downplay it, I'm going to tell you what it is and give you the best advice. Hey, I don't think that's a good idea right there, even if you're from over there.
There's this song that I've been hearing for the past few days. Every time I log into my Instagram, one of the hoochies or hood rats that I'm following on Instagram is doing some sort of little dance to this, or there's a TikTok meme dance to this. It's just this next song that is blown up, and I would love your thoughts on it. It's by Young Miami, Spin That. I know you know the song, but for anyone who doesn't, I'm going to recite the lyrics as best as I can. I haven't heard the song all the way through, but there's a specific part that's going viral, and the song is like this. Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Spending that money fast. 20s, 50s, 100s cash. Boy, go in that go-yard bag. Boosting bitches, where y'all at? Stuffing that in y'all bag just to flip it, pop some tags. Girl, go in that go-yard bag. And I'm reading the lyrics. I know the melody. I don't know the song word for word. But I was just reading the lyrics for people out there. This song, Ali, is basically promoting scamming, something that's getting a lot of people locked up. Talk to me about your thoughts on this Young Miami Spin That song.
So first and foremost, shout out to Young Miami. I don't know her. I don't really follow her or the City Girls. I did catch wind of the song, and I don't want to be overcritical of an artist because I'm an artist too, and I understand creativity and freedom of expression, but it calls into question responsibility and accountability. Scamming. I mean, it's all good until she gets scammed. Let somebody scam her for about 100 million that she ain't got,
Yeah.
and see if she's making a record like that. No, absolutely not. She's gonna be talking crazy on her record about thieves. You know what I mean? But I listened to the record. I streamed it a few times, and I get it. She's acknowledging people that's in a particular situation where they feel like they got to do what they got to do, and this is what they do. And she's giving some, I guess, coaching, and some acknowledgement. Like, I see your struggle, I see your hustle. Do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, man, like, what are we really promoting? Like, what really matters? You know, scamming is out of control. Everybody that I talk to from the free world that comes up inside of San Quentin, the one thing that they're all afraid of is getting scammed out there in the world. Whether it's through the telephone, whether it's through emails, that's like their biggest fear or phobia is scammers. And then here we are promoting the hustle, right? And I guess some people might feel like it's okay if scammers are scamming someone else. They scamming white people or rich people or whatever the case might be. It is what it is. But I'm gonna call it what it is. It's stealing, thievery, right? We call it scamming. It sounds sexual. It sounds seductive. It sounds, it has a good ring to it. It sounds swaggy, but it's thievery. We used to do that as gang members and criminals. I was a bank robber and just a robber overall. When I went for my consultation in front of the commissioner, right, and he was going over my case, he said, man, and this guy used to be he was the head investigator for the state of California, right? He had that post for like 12 years, right? He said, man, you got a lot of robberies. You got a lot of altercations. It's all robbery. He said, you're a thief. And my knee-jerk reaction was to say, no, I'm a robber. Because it sounds more, you know, thief is in my book was somebody that just steal and take when nobody's looking. I'm saying I'm gangster. I'll take it from you by force or by violence. That's more macho. And I caught myself in that moment, and I had to eat that. And I realized, man, I am a thief. I've been a thief my whole life. I just never wanted to be called a thief. Right? And I grew from that to never want to be stigmatized as a thief, whether you taking it by scheme, by hook or by crook. Scheme, violence, trickery, whatever. I don't want to be no thief. I don't even want that my name associated with that. Therefore, stealing is done. And this includes things like scamming. I'm going to tell you about the biggest scam that happened in the California Department of Corrections in the last 5 years. The EDD thing. I've seen so many lifers go to the parole board who had done EDD through a family member or a friend on the streets. They took that little $16,000, split it with somebody, go to the parole board 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, and get denied at the parole board.
Wow.
For scamming. For scam. That's the number one thing people are getting denied at the parole board on.
Wow.
Scamming. They tell you, you are found suitable for parole today. You've done 29 years. You're going to have a good life, but we're going to check. Did you do EDD fraud? If you did, we will see you again in a couple of months to take this date back. Oh, my God.
Wow.
I can't even tell you how many people prepared for the parole board that got their date took because they did EDD fraud. That is the number one thing right now in California. All of them dudes, you got to pay the piper. That money was not free. It was not free. You're going to pay for it in years off your life. You're going to spend an extra 5 years, 3 years, 18 months in prison for $8,000, $5,000 that you ain't even got no more.
Damn.
Come on, man. You still getting out broke. Because you done bought phone, you done bought baby a car, you done did everything you wanted to do like you was up. And now you down. Scammers. So, you know, I hope when they
You have 1 minute left.
when they sit back and they listen to that spin that record, they reflect on that.
Thank you for tuning in to Dusty Vision TV. Please hit that like button if you have not already. And if this is your first time joining the channel and you like what you hear, please hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, you just might appreciate this bonus clip I'm about to play for you right now. What's also bull is how much money we spend on other communities, in other communities, instead of our own community. I guarantee we're their number one consumer. That's why they move to certain places where they know those wigs are going to sell. Yeah, the orange wig sell out quick today. I'm sure it did. It's like, dude, and I'm not knocking anybody coming in the hood and getting their money. Get your money. That goes to the nail people. There's literally a whole underground of a certain race of individual who comes here. We all know, you know what I'm saying? And once again, not hating. But they take care of their people when they get here. They come from another country. Boom. Got this spot in Buena Park. You have boyfriend. Shout out to those groups because you know what they do when they make that money through our dumbasses. They keep it in their community. They go to the store across the street. They get their suit tailored down the street by someone who looks like them. We don't do that. As soon as we get money, we are happy to spend it with some other person who's benefiting off of it. Sports jersey. Yeah, let me just feed another billionaire white dude by buying this Otani jersey. Yep, that's what we do. Soon as we get $1, it's out of the black community. They've done studies on this. Us and other people. And how our dollar, we get $1, we make $1 within an hour. It's in the hands of another community, another group. There are other groups here who are doing just a little bit better than us. Maybe we need to pay attention to what they're doing. But they get $1 and they keep it in their community. They have a community. We don't have a community anymore. There's no black community. There's no black community. There's not. And unfortunately, wherever it is, the black business owners, for lack of better words, are getting robbed all the time. They want to get the hell out of here. That's what happened to Los Angeles. Los Angeles used to be all black business owners. There was a certain section of LA where you could walk in to 7 stores, a tailor, a baker, a fucking shoe salesman, nigga who did your hair. He wasn't a barber back then. He was a nigga who did your hair. And they were all black. Compton specifically, at one point, was all black. Everyone in Compton supported each other. And then what happened? Niggas started acting up and doing dumb shit. Niggas fucked everything up. The gangs, the dope. It did a number on the black community, and it's our fault that we don't have a community, so we are pretty much forced, to go to other communities and give them our $1. It's BS, and it's a big problem. And you know what? I don't feel bad for you ghetto queens all over the country right now who are nervous, who are scared out of your minds because Trump's tariffs have finally hit home, and your nails are going to cost a little bit more, maybe a lot more, maybe double. I'm fine with that. Now we're going to see how you hoes really look without a wig, huh? You used to be able to afford a $250 wig. Oh, but now what if it's $500? Could you afford it? Probably not. And that is what is happening all over the country. We're about to see you hoes real hair, your real nails, all the fake lips y'all probably getting, that's probably going to go up too. We about to see you hoes for you, and it's your fault. You are beautiful just the way you are. And I'm not just saying that. But comment down below, what do you think about tariffs hitting the nail shops, tariffs hitting the wig shops? Are you a ghetto queen right now who's watching, listening? Are you scared a little bit? Let me know. Comment down below. And please hit that like button if you haven't already. And if this is your first time joining the channel and you like what you hear, please hit that subscribe button.
My last time having a drink, dude, was April 17th, 2016. And what happened in that case was me leaving an all-night studio session. It's like 9:17 in the morning. I dozed off behind the wheel of the car 2 blocks away from my house, smacked another vehicle.
Ooh.
And let's just say I ended up in that holding tank with a DUI. And I'm up inside the holding tank, dog. And I told myself right there and there, I'm just like, dude, I ain't drinking no more. But I just said it to myself. Now I get picked up. And as soon as I get in the car, man, as soon as the car door slams, boom. Now I verbally said out loud, I ain't drinking no more. I was like, I'm done. And I ain't had a drink since, bro.
Man, you know, I love hearing that, man. I'm proud of you, dog. Real talk. I love fucking hearing that. And those are 2 good reasons, because that car could have been someone, and you could be in prison for the rest of your life for hitting someone.
I hit a family.
Oh, my God.
And it looked like they would go their way to church.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and then look, and they talk with a real strong accent, like they talk with an African accent. Ooh. And it was a youngster driving. It looked like he was probably like around 15, 16. He was the driver. the mother in the passenger seat, and I'm assuming his 2 younger siblings in the back seat. So I smacked the car. That's what I honestly fell asleep. That's what woke me up, the impact from me hitting the car.
Damn.
Bam. So I'm like, what? I pull over. I get out the car. I walk up to them. I'm asking for everybody all right or whatnot. They saying they're all right, and they all dressed up. They dressed up for church. I know for a fact they was on their way to church, man. They like suits and all that kind of stuff. Yato PD come. As soon as dude walked up to me, he already knew what time it was. All night, man. We drinking all night, man. Like I said, it's 9:17 in the morning. I'm on my way home. I haven't been asleep yet. So that alcohol coming out my pores. But I can honestly say I wasn't drunk. I just reeked alcohol. Because I probably had my last drink like 5 o'clock in that morning. That's when I had my last drink. So, of course, he asked me if I've been drinking. I told him, yeah. He asked me if I had my last drink. I said, maybe around 5 o'clock. This and that. Dude had me sit on the curb. Then go talk to them, come back. Dude started giving me, the sobriety test. Dude, I passed all that shit. But I already admitted to been drinking and he smelled the shit. So when they had me blow into the breathalyzer, that's what killed gang. When I blew above the legal limit. And that's how I ended up, them taking me in and whatnot. Now I'm going to tell you I'm not going to say the good part about it. And the only thing that can make sense of it to me is like they was illegals or something. Because once I went to court, I pled guilty and all that kind of stuff. And they told me how much my fine was and all the stuff I need to do as far as going to classes and all this other stuff. And then they gave me another court date for restitution because I hit a vehicle. Now, when I go back to court for the restitution, I'm sitting there. They do the calendar call. They don't call my name. So I go to the bailiff, to the deputy, and I'm just like, hey, I was like, showed him my ticket, like I got a court date today, but my name wasn't no roll call. And he's looking at the paper and he go over to some attorneys that's in right there or whatnot, and they turn around, they look at me. Dude come back. He said, go home. Huh? He said, it's dismissed. Yeah, they've been trying to get in contact with the other party, and they've been non-responsive. When they were getting contact with them. So that saved me up out of the restitution. But the only sense I can make of it is they was illegals. Maybe they didn't have all their documents. Right. So they didn't even want to go through that legal process of going through the courts and all that kind of stuff. So they just left it alone. So that worked in my favor. But it's showing me that, dude, if you can quit that cold turkey on both aspects, man, there ain't nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it, Jay. That's the way I look at it. Like, man, what stops you from doing anything other than you? And you already proved to it that you can stop anything that you want to do and you can start anything that you want to do. I already proved it to myself. And then that's why I tried to show my son, like, dude, your pops ain't drinking or smoking. Like, you don't got to do all that to be in the in crowd. You don't got to do all that to be cool because your pops is cooler than the coolest of them. And he know it. No, I guess they all got to bump their head the way they just don't bump it too many times, man. Don't get caught up in no serious mess. Like, you don't want no DUIs. It ain't fun.
Oh, man. No.
Have you ever had any, Dusty?
No, I haven't. Knock on motherfucking wood. Woo, knock on wood.
It ain't fun, man.
It's not, but I know what it takes to get out of, to get back to normal, and it's not fun. It takes thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And once again, it could be worse just getting behind the wheel and killing somebody, man. Just ending someone's life. You know what I mean? Fuck the DUI. You getting behind a car and actually taking out a family. And oh, man, that's a big fear.
And that was the second time that happened to me. I dozed off another time before. Hit a light post, bro. Knocked the light post on the ground. Late night. Drinking. And the police let me call somebody to come pick me up, dude.
Wow.
I didn't even get a DUI behind that. He gave me a pass to a T.
Ooh.
So this happened the second time. That right there told me, like, Jay,
I ain't gonna get a third time.
You're not gonna get a third time. And that time it can be detrimental. And that time, like you said, you probably take somebody out. Cause both times I actually hit something. First time the light post, this time I struck a vehicle. Dude, the next time you're not gonna be so lucky. So what you gonna do? You're gonna take control of this right now, or you gonna let it be out of control and then you're forced to go with the flow, whatever the control is that's gonna be over your life. I want to be in control. How could you be in control? By having my senses, by not being negligent, by not being out here. And you want to know what I come to find out? I'm not missing nothing.
There it is. You're still at the same spot. I just saw we were just hanging out with less than a year ago at a spot. I see you everywhere. You're still hanging out with the sugar frees of the world, and just having a good time and doing your thing. You're just not partaking.
Yeah, I'm just not indulging. Exactly. And then I didn't change my friends. I didn't remove myself from them. That was the crazy part, and that's what everybody was tripping off of. Because they just like, okay, he's not drinking right now. He'll be drinking next week. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all around me. Man, I became even more of a coffee drinker. I will say that. I started sipping on more coffee. And then every now and then I just like drink on them 0% Heinekens or Old Dudes or something like that. Like because I still like the taste of a cold beer, especially when it's real hot. Ain't nothing like a cold beer. So I got some in my freezer, my refrigerator right now, man. It's probably been up there for about 7 months. Haven't had the urge to crack none. I have a display cabinet right here in my studio. Now I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking at 5 fifths of Remy. I'm looking at a fifth of Hennessy. I'm looking at some Patron right here. I got some Ciroc over there. Dude, I don't have an urge to touch none of it. None of it. That's how strong my will is. But I'm also showing my homies, I'm showing my peers. Like, dude, it ain't nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it and if you really want to do it. If you really want to do it, you can do it. I'm a prime example. I'm a living proof of that. Y'all seeing it. And like you said, I saw you at where? Where were we at? The Green Turtle?
Green Turtle in Whittier.
Yeah, Green Turtle in Whittier. Yeah, I was up there with glasses that night.
Yeah, that was a great time, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we know each other. Shit, we go back. I mean, we go back a minute, dude. We could almost. All right, so let's talk about the Spizzle real quick. Before I only got a few more minutes, and I want to give you a chance to plug anything you have going on. But the Spizzle, man. If it wasn't for the Spizzle, I literally wouldn't be here right now.
And Bay tells me that.
Man,
Bay told me you said that, dog.
Literally, homie, I'm not BSing. Let's go back to Buck, R.I.P., Mr. Buck. Great Mr. man, Buck. Dude. Great man. Good friend. He left us way too soon. But he was the reason. Him, and then there was Silky D was involved in the mix. Silky D. Yeah. And they were doing this thing called internet radio. And keep in mind, this is early 2000s. I'm not knowing what the fuck. I'm still listening to Power 106 and 92.3. But I go to the studio and I'm seeing they're pioneers, is what I'm saying, dog. Shout out to Bayleaf was there. Bayleaf is brothers with Blue Rag.
Blue Rag.
Yeah, shout out to Sin Loke. I mean, that they're all family. Just good times, man. Talk to me. What do you remember about the Spizzle, dog? And then we'll kind of lead into what you got going on now.
Okay, yeah, the Spizzle. But let me just give a little backstory. Me and Bay, we go back to like 1991. Me and Bay go back that far, man. And my second rap group that I was in was with Bay. Me, Bay, and Merk and Billy Joe. We had a rap group called Mixed Nuts. Nuts stand for niggas under tough situation. And we got that name from Big A and Blue Rag.
Shout out Big A, man. Big Arnold. My name is Arnold too, so that's where he had a famous, I'm gonna say hood famous record store on
Underworld Records, baby.
Underworld Records on Alondra and I think Castlegate or something like that. Right, right next to the chicken spot and the 2-for-1 pizza
Pioneer.
Joint.
I mean, not
Golden Bird, man. Underworld Records. If you don't know your history of West Coast hip hop, look it up. A lot of shit, man. But keep going.
Yeah, so that's how far Bay and I go back. So Bay always been the technical one. He went to school for computer stuff. So that's his line of work right now. He's in the computer field. So it don't surprise me that he would do an internet radio station. Which Bay, man, like you say, There is a factor when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? On some realness. Because when you talk about the Mr. Buck, and I can only imagine what Buck will be doing if he was still alive right now.
He would be Sway in the morning right now, dog. He would be on that level.
I know he'd have a top podcast, all that. Like you say, he'd be a Sway in the morning, yes. Because Buck was there then. Just not on that level, but he was doing that. But had he still been here, yeah. But Bay the Spizzle. So Spizzle was just something that Bay came up with, man. And really it was just like an internet radio station. Where even right now, he got all these drops from all these artists who was doing these songs for the Spizzle and all this kind of stuff. And then they started doing the interviews. That's how I met Buck. When they started doing the interviews, I remember KD was around for a while.
Hey,
yeah, KD, baby. KD was around for a while, like you mentioned, Silky D and Cleopatra. And man, it was yeah. We used to have fun. And even now, they is still doing the Spizzle. Still doing the Spizzle.
The Shiznit Show, right? I know that's on you.
That's Blue Rag. They're doing the interviews on the Shiznit. Shout out to my boy Blue. You know, hey, these are people, man. These are my day ones, man. Like this is really my family, man. This is more than just a friendship. This is a brotherhood with these cats right there. You know, but that Bayleaf and that Spizzle, man. If you don't know about the Spizzle, that's SPIZZZLE.com. Spizzle Radio. You know what I'm saying? You go up in there. What he was doing, he wasn't playing some mainstream stuff, some popular artists, but man, if you was an underground rapper, somebody trying to get established and trying to make it, and you wanted your music heard, that was the place to be. That was the place to be, man. And there was internet radio, and we wasn't thinking internet was big back then because it wasn't. But you look at now, everything is on the net.
Yeah. This was 20 years ago, we're talking, at least.
At least, I mean, ahead of its time, before its time. I can't even remember the last time I listened to the radio.
Exactly.
I can't tell you the last time I listened to the radio because I don't. But I'm tuned in though, you know, to this net or whatnot. Yeah. So shout out to my boy Bailey, still doing it big. He out there in Nevada right now. He out there in Vegas, and he's still going strong with the movement, man. Big A, still going strong with the movement. You know, Blue, still going strong with the movement. Everybody pressing their line. But when I first met you, Dusty, I met you at the Boogie.
Oh, the Boogie, man. Damn. Wow, the Boogie. I haven't heard that in shit. The Boogie, dude.
What was that group you was in?
So it was we had the Have-Nots, Wolfpack, State of Mind. It was one of those. Yeah, it was one of those.
I think it was the Have-Nots.
It was the Have-Nots. It was the Have-Nots. It was the Have-Nots, definitely. Yeah.
I saw y'all at the Boogie, and y'all was getting down at the Boogie, and I was like, damn, they different. Because I can remember, like, your style, like, you had, like, that high pitch where you buy me, like a ad rock or something from the beat.
Yeah, I'll take that.
You know? Yeah, all y'all styles was different.
Yeah. And
y'all was up there rocking. And that's the first time I saw you. And then we got to being around each other from being at the Copacabana
on Paramount. Man, you're taking me back, dude. Yeah.
Come on now. Yeah, we go back like 4 flat.
Yes.
Yeah, Larry Moe had the barbershop right there.
That's right.
And then white boy Jason had to close the store right next door to that. You know, and that
taking me back.
That was our hub every single day. That's where we was at. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then even started doing shows and stuff at the Copa.
Yep. Bringing acts and everything. Yeah, just kept it going. And Buck ended up hosting a few shows, and KD was up there a couple times. Man, that was good times, dog. That was some good times. Good
times, man. You know, hey, we come a long way, man. Not only have we come a long way, we have experience.
Yes,
we have knowledge and we have wisdom, because that's what life does. Life give us the experience, give us the knowledge and the wisdom, man. And that's something that can't be taken away. But that's something that we can give to nourish these youth, man. You know, and help to build and to mold and to grow. You know, so it's beautiful to see you doing your thing, man. I was loving when I started tuning in. I was just like, damn, man, like this kind of familiar. You know, and like, man, like this is him. And then I saw you at the Green Turtle, and I was like, man, what's happening?
It was just like we seen each other the other day, right? It was just off top, all love, man.
All top, all love, man. But a beautiful thing. We're gonna have to, to come together and make it all make sense one day, though.
We will, man. We definitely will, man. What you got coming up next? I know you stay busy. Give us what's next for Jay.
All right, so I got a traditional, man. I've been working for the state for 24 years, man. So I got my regular 9 to 5 I go to. And I'm constantly, man. I just bought a house. This house up here in Running Springs back in July. So I'm just hustling, busting my ass right now, man. Trying to get my savings back right. You know what I'm saying? And keep everything in. We always got to have something for a rainy day and some cushion to fall back on. You know. So just man, working. I'm DJing.
Promote that 9 to 5, man. A lot of people think it ain't cool to have a 9 to 5 is the coolest fucking thing you can have. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something,
you
man.
can't focus on your hustle. If you have a side hustle, it's really hard to focus on that if you don't have money coming in. So I'm gonna tell people, don't never look down on the 9 to 5, man.
I think social media and the thing that people then look in, it don't think it's not cool to have 9 to 5. Let me tell you something. Cats that was having money back in the day is working the 95 today.
Thank you, dog.
100,000aires, millionaires, like literally, who was having money, man. Look at Gangster from Santana.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Who was having it is getting up, going to work now. And a lot of, I heard FG say this best. Dog was like, man, we was frowning and looking down on cats who was having 9 to 5s back then. He said, but now turning around, he said, man, all these cats is homeowners, retired, or close to retiring, got pensions, and I'm just getting started. You get what I'm saying? Like I just told you, I've been with the state for 24 years.
That's a blessing, homie. And that's all hustle right there.
Oh yeah. So I have the years to retire right now, but I don't have the age. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. Like I'm 24 years, like invested. I'm 24 years investing in Social Security, but I don't have the age to retire. But how you were saying with the side hustle, dude, I DJ, man. Mm-hmm. I'm always booked, bruh. I'm always booked. I just did a gig yesterday. Don't have no bookings for the next 2 weeks, but I have a booking for May 20th. Turn around and have a booking for May 27th. Turn around, I book for June 2nd, June 3rd, June 10th, June 23rd, and June 24th. Like, these are the cities I already got deposits already locked in. Dude, ain't no time for excuses, man. I'm 49 years old. I tell my son this. There ain't no reason for you to be lazy, bro. I'm 49. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't be running circles around you, dog.
You.
You should be running circles around me.
Thank you.
I don't have the luxury to tell myself I'm tired. I don't feel like the mind control the body. If the mind tell the body I don't feel like getting up, the body ain't going nowhere. The mind got to say, even when you're tired, man, get up and go. The hardest part is getting up. Once you up, you moving. Once you moving, you at it. Once you at it, you getting things accomplished. You know what I'm saying? So at my age I'm at right now, I think of like, man, I want to do this. I want to do that. It's a bunch of stuff I want to do. Then I also look back and I'm like, man, look how much you done got accomplished, though. Look how much you done got accomplished within the last year. It says a lot. So it let me know that I'm doing something right, and then just keep it moving. But yeah, if you got a side hustle, if you can't live on your side hustle right now, go get you a job, man. Go get your job. That don't mean stop your side hustle, but that means, at the end of the day, all right, look, check it out. I told you I just purchased this home. Mm-hmm. This home, they want to see you as a job for X amount of years. They want to see your W-2s. They want to see your credit. You know what I'm saying? If your side hustle ain't a legitimate business where you filing taxes on it,
you won't have any of that.
And you're making a lot, yeah. So you got to have something. It got to make sense. And these are things you need to be thinking of when you're young. Start developing these things right now. Start getting these things into place right now. Start lining this stuff up right now. better sooner than later when it comes to this kind of stuff. Really start solidifying your foundation. Said it before, we don't get our time back. Once time is gone, it's gone. We don't got time to be wasted. We all here on borrowed time. We all gonna check up out of here. But what did you do with your time while you was here? Don't waste it. Take it to somebody who don't waste the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm on track right now, but I'm thinking all the woulda, coulda, shoulda. It's like, man, what I'm doing right now, I feel like I could have did 20 years ago. I know I could, if my mind was there then.
Man.
You know.
Dude,
yeah.
Jay, that was a great conversation, homeboy. I really like these conversations. I hope everyone listening takes heed to what this man was saying. Thank you so much, man. Tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
Instagram is Jerry, Jerry .J.Jones.7. That's my Instagram right there. 2 J's, the Grown Folk DJ. Facebook, you can find me at Jerry 2 J's Jones. And I have a YouTube channel. I ain't gonna plug that because I don't have too much content. I need to start developing my YouTube channel, but you know that's something in the works right now. And I got a bunch of content. That's all I gotta do is just throw stuff on there, man. And I haven't done it just yet, but I just spoke on it right now. So
put it in the air. It's an atmosphere now.
I just put it in the atmosphere, so now I got to move on it.
That's what's
up. I done put it in the atmosphere to the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 J's Grown Folk DJ. I'm having fun with it. My 49 years of age, man. I'm living my best life right now. Ain't no better time than the present, man.